Hi Aquarius. Welcome to Spirit Mail. We are going to do my favorite reading, What Does Spirit Want You to Know? And I wanted to remind you guys that on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock we do an interview with other influencers, and on tonight, and this won't be posted till after it, but on Tuesday the 4th we're interviewing Brian Smith with Grief to Growth, and on Tuesday the 11th we're interviewing Dr. Delia Toledo, who is a psychiatrist who practices past life regression and psychiatry. She's a doctor of psychiatry. So I'm really excited about all that stuff. And on Saturday mornings we do roundtable coming up. This Saturday morning we're going to be talking to Sophia. I can't say her last name. I don't know how to pronounce it. But she was one of the ones that we drew last week, and there was a communication hiccup. So she'll be the one that we interview this Saturday, and then we'll draw for the next Saturday. So that's what we're doing. Now, right now, we want to find out what does Spirit want you to do. And we're going to do a modified Celtic cross and pull an overall energy card to find out what's the theme of this reading. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my Aquarius friends, and I thank you for tarot as a tool. Show us clearly what is the overall theme for your message to Aquarius as we do this modified Celtic cross. What is your overall theme for this reading? We thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay. Overall theme, home. What a great card to have. Okay, so I'm going to pull the book, and we're going to read this and see what it says, and then we're going to go on with our the modified Celtic cross. It says, you're comfortable in your own skin. You belong. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It's a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you now. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be, and you will reap great benefits by staying on this path, regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. Isn't that a beautiful card? So, let's see what's going on. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you for my Aquarius friends, and I thank you for tarot as a tool. Show us clearly what is your message specifically for my Aquarius friends. Now remember, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. If it does not resonate with you, check out your moon and rising signs, and take what does resonate and leave the rest. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Show us clearly through this modified Celtic cross, where do you see Aquarius? What is your message for them, and where are you taking them? Okay. So, current energy, Aquarius, 7 of fire. What's crossing you? Temptation. What is crowning you? Wow, the Hierophant. Your near future. 3 of air. Your attitude toward all this is love. It's the same as the Lover's card. Outside influence, the Hangman. Hopes and fears, the Emperor. And outcome, Ace of Fire. Did you have this in one of your recent readings as an outcome card? Ace of Fire, Aquarius? Oh no. So currently, I feel like Spirit's seeing you at a place, Aquarius, where like you're just standing your ground. You are who you are. You're walking in your strength. You're on solid ground because you know the things that you've experienced are true in your world. They have given you a solid foundation. They've given you a solid understanding of who you are. You're very much in line with your guides. This is a unicorn, right? And people say there's no such thing as unicorns and rainbows. There are rainbows, and look, there's a unicorn. But I'm just being silly. But what I'm saying is that you feel like you're moving in the right direction. You don't feel defensive about it. You don't feel like you have to stand your ground about it. It just is what it is, and you're in a celebration. They see you in a place of celebration. Now, if you're not in this energy, that energy is there for you to walk into, depending on where you focus. This is your crossing card, okay? A crossing card is it's kind of like you're at a crossroads, and you can either go one way or the other. So this card is saying you can stick into the energy or stay in the energy of the old attachments that hold you back, or you can focus from the heart, right? See that little heart right there? You can focus from the heart and lead your life from the place of your heart and move forward in a positive direction, more in the energy of, life is magical. It can be magical. So your crowning energy is the Hierophant. This is the out-of-the-box rebel with her spiritual practices, or his. It's not gender specific. Or with whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like this is about, I feel this is more of a spiritual journey in this particular reading. But for those of you who are not necessarily, I think everybody's on a spiritual journey to some extent, but for those of you who are, the major thing happening in your life is revolving around your work or your relationships. This is out of the box thinking. This is your crowning energy. It's your higher self, your guides, your archangels, the Holy Spirit. It's that energy that they're bringing to you, giving you the courage and the strength to do something different. And do something different doesn't mean leave your job, doesn't mean leave your spouse or your partner. It doesn't mean leave anything. It just means thinking differently and moving in a different way. It could mean all those things, but it doesn't have to mean all those things. So in the near future, we have you with the Three of Air. So the Three of Air, and we're going to go back and consider this card because they just brought my attention back to it, okay? Go back and consider this card. The Three of Air says, I've experienced some hurts. Even with this journey, even with what I'm thinking about right now doing, there's some people who don't believe in me. They're the ones who are, I'm allowing them to hold me back to some extent or something like that. And they're saying, you're at a crossroads here. This is your choice. You can hang on, see the red, the root chakra. You can hang on to what's safe and secure according to the past, according to your old way of thinking, or you can bite into this apple. You can bite into the truth of the matter and lead from your heart, and don't allow what other people say or think hold you back, right? In a love reading, this is about betrayal, right? It's about betrayal anyway. But there's, on this tree limb right here, there's the two birds, and then she's got her bird, her soul mate, which is herself, that has lighted on her own wings. And so she's turned, and all of this light right here is like wrapping her up. It's like the light of your guides and your angels. They're encompassing you. They are putting their arms around you as you move forward. And that's what that's saying, is that they're there to move forward with you. They're there to put their arms around you. You can walk this walk alone. It doesn't mean you have to feel lonely, right? There's a difference. You're doing it alone, but you don't have to feel lonely. So your attitude toward all this is, you're at a place where, and again, if you're not there, the energies are there for you to really and truly lay your heart in the place of security with your Creator, whatever that is for you. God, the Creator, the universe, Spirit, the Ancient One, whoever it is for you. You're ready to lay your your safety, your security, your provision. You're ready to lay all that on them and let Spirit be the one who guides you and moves you forward and worries about all that. Because sometimes we worry about things that we can't handle, right? So you're done with all that. You're ready to do this. Your outside influences in the recent space of time, something has happened that has slowed you down in some way or another. Could be a job loss, could be a split up in a relationship, could be something crazy like your car's getting worked on and you don't have any place to go. You have literally been slowed down. And this was because, this is an outside influence, it's because Spirit wanted to give you the time to be able to look at things from a different perspective, to find the good in what's going on instead of focusing on those things that aren't serving you, to bite into the situation, right? Bite into whatever the situation is that slowed you down and look at it from a different perspective. See how does it benefit you? How is it moving you forward? Then your hopes and fears, you're coming up with the Emperor. So the Emperor is a culmination of all the kings. So Aquarius, I feel like this is saying that your deepest desire is to move forward with authority in your life. The authority with the resources, the intellect, the emotional intelligence, and the passion. You want to move forward. The king is the action taker. The Emperor, he's the culmination of all those kings. So he's got all the authority, and that's what you want in your life. But because it's showing up in hopes and fears, there's some little part of you, here's that crossing card, you're at a crossroads, you get to decide where you go. When we hang on right here, the fear keeps us from walking into what it is that we want to walk into. But when we take a bite out of what no longer serves us, right? Chew it up, spit it out, and allow ourselves to focus from this heart space. And whenever I say that, what I'm talking about is allowing your higher self to be where you find your nourishment, to be where you find your approval. And whenever I say your higher self, I mean your higher self as in your guides, your angels, your archangels, the Holy Spirit, the Creator, whoever this is for you that you work with, right? That we allow that to be where we find our authority, that we don't find our authority in other people, that we don't give up our authority to other people. Because when we do that, then our desires kind of take a back seat, right? Because we're waiting to allow everyone else to approve us. Y'all do know I'm Aquarius, and I have been going through a little bit of this stuff also. So, and I always say, and Maxine said the same thing, when we have readings for other people, a lot of times they're readings for us too. Spirit seems to attract people together that are kind of going on the same journey. So I'm excited that we're all going on this journey together. We also have the Ace of Fire. This is your outcome. It's like, okay, for me, aces are a gift from the universe. And it's like there's going to be this explosion of like an epiphany, like you've got it, like you're understanding it and you're moving forward with it in a very passionate way because it's purposeful for you. You're doing it on purpose. You feel inspired about it, and you can see the creativity in it. We are creators. We are co-creators with Spirit, with the Creator, the Ancient One, whoever it is that we call it. It says that, in the Bible, we know my Christian background, that we're created in its image. And that means that in its imagination, because it created all of that, and we're created to create. So it's like this some kind of poof goes off in our mind, and we can move forward in that passion and in that purpose that we find ourselves in. And you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be out of the box. It's going to be out of the ordinary. It's not going to be something that you ever thought it was going to be. People might look at you and say, I can't believe you're doing this. Again, relationship, moving forward in your relationship, outside of your relationship, with your job, outside of your job, with your spiritual journey, outside of your old spiritual practices, whatever that is for you, there's lots of change here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana again. And I do know that I think the last reading I did, there was a lot of major arcana. And what that means is that this is a spiritual, this is a deep change. It's not a day-to-day, oh, I got to make this decision or that decision. No, this is lifelong changes. Like we become comfortable in our skin, that we're at home with who we are. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my Aquarius friends, and thank you for your spirit message just for them. I ask you to show us the PS. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity, and we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What is the PS, please? Okay. Okay, so you know, we leave things behind, right? This is about being able to leave behind those things, those worries. The cups are all about emotions and love and all that stuff. It's about loving ourselves, to leave behind the emotions that no longer serve us, to not let our life be led by emotional responses or emotional reactions to what other people think or feel or how they act or how they speak to us, to leave behind our own emotional baggage of fear and doubt and worry and all that stuff. It's like we're going to leave that behind. The Spirit's saying, leave it behind and go find those 2 cups. Go find your happily ever after. And you've got the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is about transmuting energy, right? And whenever we have fear and doubt and worry, we are absolutely capable of transmuting that energy so that we do feel comfortable in our own skin, so that we do know that Spirit's got our back and that we can move forward in a way that is out of the box if that's what we want to do. I knew this card was coming. This is the Star card. Aquarius, this is our card. And again, this is also transmuting energy. This is the major arcana of the blessed one. We are blessed, right? And it's more than just about us. It's like whenever we do us in the way that we came here to do us, other people are benefited too, Aquarius. So I think it's not Dr. Maxine Taylor, the astrologist, who says, whenever she talks about Aquarius, she says, you're a mother, you're like a mother, you're a nurturer, but you're not the mother of just your children. It's humanity that you worry about, Aquarius. It's everybody that you want to mother and that you want to help them transmute their energies, but it starts with us. It starts with us being true to who we are, and being true to that deep desire inside of us that's calling us to walk in our truth, so that we can give other people permission to walk in their truth and their power. Okay, that is your reading, Aquarius. Thank you so much for stopping in, and until next time, go out and have a super duper day. Bye.